Okay, this video is on how to use the point slope and the slope-intercept equation. First, this is the slope-intercept equation right here. Y equals mx plus b. The m stands for the slope, and the b stands for the y-intercept. The next part of the equation, the next equation or the formula we're going to create an equation is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This is the point slope equation. Once again, m is the slope, and the x1 and the y1 are the first point of the equation. And remember, all equations can be put into coordinate form. So this is the x1 and the y1 of an equation. So, the first question. Type the point slope form of the line using m equals 6 and the point 2, 5. So if 2, 5 is my first point, then 2 is the x of the first point, and 5 is the y part of the first point. Now, using the formula right above here, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I'm going to put y minus y1 and y1, I'm going to fill in a second. I'm just putting a parentheses. I'm going to fill in the slope times x minus x1, and I'm going to fill in the x1 using a different color. My y1 is 5. Here's my y1. I'm going to put it in the y1 spot, 5. My slope is 6, so I'm going to put it in the slope spot. Put 6 in there. And then my x1 is 2, so I'm going to put it in my x1 spot, 2. So the first question says, type the point and slope form into the line using m6 and the point 2, 5. If I write this out now by getting rid of the little parentheses, I have y minus 5 equals 6 times x minus 2. And we just did the first part of the problem. We have a point slope equation. That's the point slope equation. I put the point in there, I put the slope in there, and we're done. Next question says, take this point slope that you just found and change it to a slope-intercept equation. The slope-intercept equation, remember from above, is y equals mx plus b. The slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b. In other words, and now let me change my equation. I'm going to bring it down so I can see it. Y minus 5, I'm not changing it, I'm just bringing it down, equals 6 times x minus 2. So, in order for me to get the right-hand side to look like the left-hand side, what is the slope-intercept? This is the slope-intercept. I need to make the right-hand side look like the left-hand side. I have to solve for y. I need y on one side of the equal sign, everything else to the other. Now, if you go through the steps for solving equations, and we did this in another video, first thing you had to do for this equation is you had to distribute the 6 to each term. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times a negative 2 is a negative 12. And then I have a y minus 5. So I distribute. Now you're going to add or subtract to get this 5 to the other side. You see it's a 5 minus. You have to do the opposite. You have to add 5. Do the opposite to both sides. Add 5. And I'm putting the 5 underneath the 12 because numbers add or subtract with other numbers. You can't say 6x plus 5. They won't add together because one's an x and one's just a number. 5 minus 5 is 0. We're left with y equals 6x. And then a negative 12 plus 5 is a negative 7. This is my slope-intercept form of the equation. So first they had us put it in the point-slope form. Now we have it in the slope-intercept form. And lastly, they have us change the slope-intercept form to the function notation. They want us to write it in function notation. The slope-intercept form is exactly the same as function notation, except we change the appearance of y. Y looks different now. We use a different symbol. When slope-intercept equation changes to a slope-intercept function, we just change the appearance of y. Y now is a letter with a parentheses x next to it. And the parentheses x is just a holding spot. So this is how you set up and show you that this is a function notation now. It's the exact same thing, but now it's in function notation. And F doesn't stand for function. It's just the first letter they use in functions. You can have H with an X there. You can have G with an X there. That's just the way we show function notation. And the reason why we have function notation is function has different stipulations, different rules than regular equations. So this is how you change or create a point-slope equation to a slope-intercept equation, and then changing the slope-intercept to a function notation. Thank you for watching the video.